Now, in the aftermath of George Floyd's death, corporate support for social justice and the Black Lives Matter movement increased dramatically. Public messages could be seen on billboards like the ones behind me and elsewhere, but most have since disappeared, leaving some to wonder why. Nike was one of the major companies to stand up and take a stand with words of support by reversing its "Just Do It" slogan. Others were quick to jump on board with messages to stand in solidarity with the Black community or that they stand for inclusion on social media.
You see these things, these wonderful Twitter quotes, but yet in the actual impact of people's lives on a daily basis, that putting your money where your mouth is still not happening.
2/3 of the top U.S. companies made public statements supporting the Black Lives Matter movement last year, but just 36% made financial commitments to racial justice organizations.
I think that moment was really pivotal in kind of starting to hold companies accountable.
In Canada, Loblaws did commit to better recruitment and hiring practices, but donated just $100,000 to the Black Business and Professional Association after earning more than $1.1 billion in 2019.
When we're looking at the data now after 1 year, we're not really seeing a lot because a lot of these companies have made these sort of long-term, multi-year kind of promises that are definitely important to follow up on. And you'd hope that after 1 year, there's a milestone here for us to be able to take a look and see if they've made any progress at all.
Restaurant Brands International, the parent company for Burger King, Tim Hortons, and Popeyes, did acknowledge shortcomings with the business and publicly released a commitment to diversity. Market research showed advertising featuring racial justice messaging tripled in the 30 days after Floyd's death. But those levels haven't been seen since.
It was encouraging, but certainly nowhere close enough to make the systemic change that's needed. My cynical self feels that this was more about how do they protect their brand.
Barif suggests corporate entities exercise political influence as well, supporting efforts on issues like police reform.
The platitudes are not enough.
Now, the key here is that call to action and following up to track progress. For example, RBI, the restaurant corporation mentioned in the story, claims that 70% of all hires over the last 9 months have identified as diverse, which could mean a number of things.